Alright, real quick before I start the video, I just want to clarify that this video was written entirely by Nelson. He would have recorded it with me, but we haven't seen each other in a while, so we haven't really gotten to do that. So I'm recording it. The script was completely written by him, so keep that in mind. This is not my review. This is Nelson's review of Lake Compounce. Just by the way. Lake Compounce is the largest amusement park in Connecticut and the oldest operating amusement park in North America. It's home to 5 coasters and a water park. The question is, should you take time out of your day to visit Lake Compounce? Park atmosphere. Lake Compounce is, in general, well presented. Flowers and shrubs decorate the park, and other types of scenery are scattered here and there. Some areas could use some improvement, including the area back by the Flyers and Zoomerang. That's not getting very nitpicky. No advertisements everywhere like you'd find at a Six Flags theme park. Lake Compounce also has a lake in the middle, as the name would imply, and has a gorgeous mountain backdrop. Overall, Lake Compounce deserves a 9.5 out of 10 for park atmosphere. Roller coasters. Lake Compounce has a collection of 5 coasters, the big draw being Boulder Dash. They also have an awesome support coaster and phobia fear coaster. After that, the lineup just kind of drops off. You have a Vekoma Boomerang, a kiddie coaster, and the dreaded, oh-so-awful 1927 wooden coaster, Wildcat. Wildcat really needs some love, like a GCI retrack, or preferably an RMC treatment. So as you can see, the lineup isn't that strong, but it earns major points for Boulder Dash being one of the greatest coasters ever built, in my opinion. They don't have a lot of coasters and could really use something like an RMC Raptor or a Mack Rides Big Dipper. Overall, Lake Compounce gets a 7.5 out of 10 for having an outstanding roller coaster and another great coaster. Operations. During the COVID-19 pandemic, which is when this is being recorded, the operations are literally a pile of hot garbage. But I totally understand that for the safety measures. They have 2 trains for Boulder Dash, but for some reason they never use both. The line moves slow, and that's a big problem. We aren't even going to talk about Wildcat's operations. Other than that, the operations are pretty standard for a small amusement park. The lines move quickly, especially on phobia. Overall, Lake Compounce gets a 6 out of 10 for ride operations. Flat rides. Lake Compounce has an awesome collection of flat rides. Some of my favorites would be Downtime and S&S Drop Tower, Thunder and Lightning and S&S Scream and Swing, Sawmill Plunge and Aerodynamics Log Flume, American Flyers, your flyer type ride, Zoomer's Gas and Go, your standard car ride. They also have a train ride which wraps around the lake, and a trolley, which is pretty unique. A next possible flat ride that would be coming here would probably be like a Starflyer or a Giant Discovery. Overall, Lake Compounce is a 9.5 out of 10 for their awesome flat ride collection. Our final section is the water park. Lake Compounce's water park's name is Crocodile Cove. It isn't a huge water park, but I've enjoyed myself every time I come here. They have a mat racer slide called Riptide Racer, a raft slide called Mammoth Falls, a body slide complex, and another body slide which is pitch black inside and weaves in and out of a building called Lights Out. New for 2020, which is now postponed to 2021, is a tube slide called Venus Vortex. I honestly have no way to describe it. This water park is very fun, and combining the dry park and Crocodile Cove, this becomes a full-day park. Crocodile Cove isn't huge, but it doesn't really need to be considering the size of the Lake Compounce. Crocodile Cove definitely deserves an 8.5 out of 10. By averaging out all of the scores, Lake Compounce gets an 8.2 out of 10, which is a great score. Lake Compounce is absolutely worth your time and deserves to be lumped into any coaster trip. The park is very charming and is definitely one of the best parks, if not the best park in New England. Anyways, this is CT Coasters, signing off.